Hello everyone. Um, Today our topic is about processes. Okay. How many processes are there? How it works? What is a process actually? Everything we will discuss in today's class. Okay. A process is basically a program in execution. The execution of a process must progress in a sequential fashion. That is how the program is executing at the back end is nothing but process. Okay, means a process can be thought of as program in execution, and a process is also defined as an entity which represents the basic unit of work to be implemented in the system. It is a basic entity because process has to be executed in order to get the result. When users write any program, it has to be processed and then only you will be getting the results. So that is why it is defined as an entity which represents the basic unit of work. So instead of going with the definitions, I will explain you in a very simple manner. Before getting into the process, we'll first discuss about the program. Okay, you are writing a program now. Okay, in an interface you are writing the program and you have completed writing the program. After completion of writing the program, now you wanted to execute the program. When you wanted to execute the program, how does computer system know that what have you written? It will not understand because the program which was written by you is in high level language, but computer only understands a low level language, that is binary code, which is zeros and ones. So you need a compiler to translate your high level language code into binary level language, zeros and one, which is understandable to the computer system. So compiler's work is to compile and to translate your program. It acts as a translator. After translating the program into binary code, is it enough? Is that enough to get the result for your program? No, because at the back end, computer system, hardware system has to do many things. It should have some resources to execute your program. It has to load. It has to load into the memory. It has to allocate the space. It has to provide all the resources which are needed to your program to execute. Everything has to be done. Who will do all this? These all will be done by operating system, allocating the space, giving all the resources which is useful to your program, everything. Okay. So the total brain working to execute your program is operating system. When you write a program and if you click on execute, it will not execute anything. It will go and sit there. That's it. It will not execute. It will not execute until a processor is allocated to your program. This processor will be allocated by an operating system, and this processor will process your request, that is your program, and then it will give the result by taking help of all resources. Okay, so whenever you write a program, compiler translates the program but it will not give you the result. Compiler work is just to translate your high level language to binary code. After translating, the program will just sit there until a processor is allotted to your program. After translating, processor is allocated to process your program, and all the resources which are useful to execute to declare the result to your program will be given by the operating system. Okay, so this all process from starting of the execution, when you click on execute button after writing the program, from there to get the result till there. Okay, what all the things are going on at the back end is nothing but a process. Means your program has to load into the memory, separate space have to be allocated, resources have to be allocated, and everything again one more compiler to translate low level language to high level language which is understandable to human beings. Everything, all the resources which are needed to execute your program, all the processes which are useful to execute your program will be done at the back end with the help of operating system. These all things which are going on at the back end is nothing but process. Okay, this is nothing but processes. So first, when you write a program, you need a space. Memory, it has to load into the memory. Separate space have to be given to your program. That is nothing but stack. Okay, and then heap, data, text. Heap means a given, because sometimes what happen, you in a program there will be multiple piece of codes will be there which doesn't want to doesn't need any space. Only after executing that piece of code it can go back to the stack again. There it can store the real values. Suppose if you take the swapping of two numbers program, after swapping it will store to the stack, but at the time of swapping of two numbers you need a dynamic memory. So their heap will provide that dynamic allocation. And a text, current activity represented by the value of the program counter. What is the current structure of your program? Which part of line is going on executing? Everything will be done under text. And data, this section contains the global and static values where it stores this data in the stack. Okay, so when you write the program, all these things will work. First, in the stack your program will be loaded, which contains data such as method, function, parameters, return address and local variables, everything. And in the program, if you are writing any other piece of code which doesn't need any memory location but only while executing the program if it needs that, then heap will provide dynamic allocation. Okay, and text, it is the current activity. And then data, which stores the global and static variables. Okay, these all things will be there in the program execution, in the process. These all the resources will be provided by the operating system. Soon after clicking on the execution button, after writing the program, these all the processes will go on at the back end which you doesn't know. Okay, process relationships life cycle. Okay, this is the process relationship life cycle. Okay, when a process is being executed, it passes through different states. These stages may differ in different operating system and the names of these states also not standardized. Some people here start, ready, running, terminated, wait is there. Okay, in some cases, in some operating system this start is represented as new, and in some operating system this wait is represented as block stage. Okay, so in different operating systems different names will be provided, but normally the same process will be there to execute the program. First it will start, and then ready, running, terminated. In between ready and running, if anything occurs, any interrupt occurs, then process will wait for a while. So we will discuss about all these one by one. Okay, first one is start. The start is also called as new in some operating system. New, new. Okay, this is the initial stage when process is first started or created. When you are writing the program but not executing, just you are writing the program, that is the initial stage you, where process is started or created. Okay, you are just writing the program, that's it. And the next stage is ready. Here the process is waiting to be assigned to a processor. After writing the program, when you click on execute button, The process or the program will go and sit there until operating system provides a processor to process the program. That is the stage. This is the ready stage where the process is waiting to be assigned to a processor. Okay, until processor is allotted to your process, to your program will not be executed for further steps. It will not go into another level of the execution. It is like there, it will sit there until processor is assigned. Okay, and the next stage is running. Running means the level of executing the instructions one by one. Means here processor has been allocated to your program and this processor is executing the instructions of the program one by one. The next one is waiting. Wait, in some operating system it is called as blocked also. Okay, so we have also discussed about system calls in previous videos. When your program is going on executing, okay, running, it is in execution state, line by line instruction is executing. In the middle, if any interruption occurs, means any system call takes place or any event is about to occur, any event is occurring or any input output devices are needed, that time your program execution will stop. It will be blocked until processor return backs to your program execution will be stopped there, blocked there. It is in the waiting stage now. System call is an important call and it is a priority based call, so that is why processor will go back to the system call and it will execute the process there, which is nothing but any, if any event occurs or if any input output devices is occurring, that time the processor leave your program and jumps to that process, executes that system call and then comes back to your program execution. That is in the stage of waiting or blocked. Okay, and the last stage is terminated. In other operating system it is also known as exit. Means here the processor has completed executing your instruction, your programmable code, and it delivered an output. Means the memory space which is allocated to run execute the process is now relieved. Okay, that memory space is vacant now. You are moved out of the stack. That is nothing but terminated or exit. These are the main 5 stages of program execution where processor will run. So here we will discuss one by one. This is the state of process of the execution program. First, creation. This creation in other operating systems it is also called as new. Means in the new you are writing the code. Okay, the main things are ready, blocked, running. Okay, we will discuss one by one about these different states of the processors. This is also one more diagram. Why I have given this diagram means in our different operating systems different names are provided. If you see in previous diagram, here in the creation is there for starting, whereas here new is there, the word new is used, and here down blocked is used in this operating system. In other operating system it will be like waiting, and termination, here it is written as termination, and here exit. Okay, here, okay, these two diagrams. Okay, both are same. First one is ready. Okay, new means already I told you here in this diagram, new means you are writing the program now. Okay, till now no processor is allocated to you to execute your program. You are just writing the program at the new. Okay, new means creation or new means you are just writing the program. No processor is allocated to you now. Okay, next one is ready. Ready state is means all the resources that needs for further execution is nothing but ready. Means program is written and it is being converted by the compiler. Now it is waiting for the processor to execute the program. One processor is allocated, then it goes from the ready state to the running state. Means in the ready state, it is waiting for the processor to be allocated. Okay, this is about ready state. Next state is running. Here in this, a processor in the running state has all of the resources that it needs for the further execution, including a processor. Means here processor is allocated. Now your programmable code is being executed. Your instructions are being executed here in the running stage. Blocked or waiting. Suppose any other event is occurred or input output operations taking place or a system call is generated. That time processor will leave your program and goes back there to execute that system call or event. At that time your program will be in the waiting stage because processor is not there to execute the instruction. So it is in the blocked state. It is usually placed in the queue waiting for the needed resource. What is the resource here? Processor. That processor itself is not there to execute the instruction, to execute your programmable code. It is in the queue now. Until processor return backs to your program, it will be in the blocked or waiting stage. Last one is termination. Termination means exit. Okay, your program is now executed and it will show the result, and memory which is allocated for the program while it is being executed, that is removed from the stack now. Okay, here ready means program is waiting to be executed. Processor is not allocated here. When process is allocated, then it goes to running. Okay, running means program instructions are executing. Okay, and blocked means after getting the processor, your program is running. In the middle, if any interruption is there, that time your program will be in the blocked state or waiting state. After that interrupt is handled, then it will again goes back to the running stage where the programmable code is executing the instructions line by line, and then finally it goes to exit mode where program is executed and ready to display the result or displaying the result. Okay, these are all the states of the processes. Okay, this is about processor. In next videos we will discuss about the transitions. Okay, thank you.